So, one of the more conflicted characters in the story, and maybe you could explain a little bit of where the inspiration came from for the character Vic.
Vic was just pure inspiration. You know, he's a total figment of my imagination. The character Vic, he doesn't exist in real life or anything like that. There's no one even remotely like him, but he's still fun to write. You know. The inspiration to write Vic, you know, this is how I could get sued. But Vic, let's see what.
Okay,
Vic,
maybe not inspiration. Then tell me about the character.
Okay. Vic is the leader of a hardcore band, and he is the ladies' man.
What's hardcore?
Hardcore, kind of like punk rock. You got to check out hardcore. Go on YouTube and do a search for New York hardcore, Connecticut hardcore.
Could you tell us a little bit about Egan in the story?
Yeah, he is the leader of the Leech mob, and you know, that means he has to hold a lot of weight. You know, a lot of responsibility falls on him, and so Egan's kind of like a political force throughout this. And some people say that he seems to be kind of like doesn't really get along with so many people, but that's like oftentimes that's the personality of the leader. They have to kind of stand out and be a little bit standoffish, you know. So.
How about the character Violet?
Violet, yes, Violet.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Violet. Violet is she's like a hot Leech mob girl, you know. You can't ever forget Violet. If you know Violet, you can't ever forget Violet. You gotta watch your back around her though. She might make you cry a little bit.
What about the character Flip?
Flip is a funny kid. He just basically gives the teachers absolute Hades on earth, you know, and he drives the fear into the heart of the principal and the teachers, and finally they have to call the police to deal with this menace. That he was forcibly dragged out of the school and put into the correctional system. Like so many of us.
Bullying seems to be one of the big topics in the book. I mean, do you think that it's, you know, do you think society as itself has become more, I would say, like...
I think that
society's become more softer, you know, than they were
It's more
back.
like a nanny state, as the terrible, you know, conservatives say. It's more like you always want to get other people to handle your problems for you. You know, things continue to get more compartmentalized. You know, and people just don't even know how to speak up for themselves or stand up for themselves anymore. So that's why they have this huge police state and the nanny state and the surveillance state and more prisons, more cops, more surveillance, more TSA checkpoints at the airport, you know, and just basically all this is to help defend us against who? Ooh, the evil bullies, you know. And the truth is that people need to have to take responsibility for themselves. And not rely on running to the authority to help them solve their day-to-day problems. And I think that's often what they try to teach kids on how to deal with bullies. You got to run to the teacher, run to the authority, run to go tell. And the people lack the people skills to deal with conflicts and deal with situations. So they're poor in politics. They're poor with dealing with foreign countries. They're just because they don't have any people skills. They can't relate to people because they're taught to be afraid of people and taught to back down to people. So it's like either, you know, it's very primitive level. Does it eat me or do I eat it level? That's what we've been reduced to. When we could, you know, when the truth is just, what are bullies? Bullies is someone that you allow to bully you. So you have to get to the mental that there ain't no bullies. No one's going to bully me around. That's where you have to be at. And you can rise up to the elevation of being a human being.
What was the funniest scene in Leech Mob for you to write?
The funniest scene.
The most memorable for you?
I think Flip getting kicked out of music appreciation class. That was just absolutely hilarious. You know, that's I'll still laugh. No matter how many times I read that, I'll still laugh at that. confusing chapter.
And in that too, in that particular scene too, you can see a clutch of Leech groups in that too.
Oh, yeah.
The older person now really relating to the
Yeah, he
younger
thought he was a
person.
far out hip guy, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
not anymore, buddy. Yeah, he had to run and call the enforcers to come save his ass from his, evil little 12-year-olds. All right, so we get out of here before the cops come and kick down the door and arrest us for vagrancy or what?
burn my notes and get out of here.
All right.
And where can we get Leech Mob if we're interested?
The best thing to do is to go to our website, which is www.leechmobnovel.com, and from there you could purchase the novel on Create Space, but there is a link on the website that takes you there.
And what project are you looking to do in the future? And what's the future of John Harwood?
Well, everyone asks me, is there going to be a Leech Mob Part 2? Once you read it, people kind of, they fall in love with some of the characters and everything like that, so they're always asking about Part 2. And I think that if there were going to be not so much of a Part 2, but another Leech Mob, because, there's, hundreds of us, all with their own stories and everything, maybe people would want to write down some of their memories and stuff like that and email that to me on my website, which you can see the contact information there. And we'll do something like that. If there's going to ever be something like, a second book, like Leech Mob. So.
Would you want this to be made into a movie?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But I'm trying to muscle my way into that arena now, but it's not so easy with the Illuminati to deal with, to be honest with you.
Do you have any actors in mind for any of the roles?
You. No. By the time, I guess, they'll make it into movie, we'll be playing the principals and teachers of the school, right? But yeah, I don't. I can't see like Justin Bieber playing Kelly or something. So I don't watch TV.